$129 billion. So by 2023, we're literally expected to double what this industry is doing. And if we look at some of the big players in the industry, I'm talking like the Home Advisor, the Angie's List, who's now rebranded to Angie, if you didn't know. Check out the revenue here. I mean, it's kind of insane. Let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger for you. $0.421 billion. That's a 12% increase year over year for that for the quarter ending June. So kind of insane. If you look at the revenue from 2020, $1.46 billion. So they're literally going up every single year, which really goes to prove that this is probably pretty accurate what this is saying. Now, I thought we would kind of kick this off today with that being said, because just imagine if, of course, you're probably not going to build an Angie's List. You're probably not going to, go and create a company that's doing, $1.4 billion. And that's okay. You don't have to go and create a $1.4 billion company. But imagine if you could capture just a small percentage of the market share. It would be a significant amount of money still, right? So I thought we'd kick this off with talking about lead generation, or rank and rent, some people call it that. We'll kind of talk about what the differences are, what it is, and what are kind of the next steps if this industry interests you. So basically, lead generation or rank and rent. What you're doing is you're working with local business owners. So like let's just take a plumber, for example. And your job is to connect the plumber with the homeowner. You can get paid either per lead, which means that you're getting paid for every connection you make, or what some people do, and this is where the rank and rent comes in, is that you can rent your site out that is generating leads. So they call it rank and rent because essentially what you're doing is you're building a website ahead of time that looks something like this. So this is one of my example websites that I've built to kind of show you what it looks like. And this website is actually getting calls. Okay. You build a website that looks like that and you rank it in Google. We use easy SEO to do this, because we're going after stuff that's not super competitive, which means that even if you're not an SEO expert, you can still get started in this space. And I actually think it's one of the lowest barrier to entry things to actually get started with. And basically, you get it ranking, and then some people, they'll just rent out the entire site for maybe $1,000 a month. Now, if it was lead gen, you're getting paid on per lead. So every time someone fills out the form or makes a phone call, you get paid. So in the case of like a plumber, that might be like $30 or $50 per call or per form submission. That doesn't mean that they get the job or don't get the job. If you were going to charge based on if they get the job or not, then you'd have to charge a lot more than $30 to $50.